Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 5 of the Art of Introverted Leadership. We are halfway through, and it's been amazing to learn about all the things that you are doing to really implement these strategies and become the best leader that you can be. And today we're going to be talking even more about this. We talked yesterday about speaking and how it's important to get ready for opportunities to speak by raising that energy that you have within you. And today I want to continue with that topic by looking at leadership. And this is the theme of our work over the next 10 days. And there are probably a lot of definitions of leadership. I like to think of a leader as someone who can authentically and very naturally pull people towards them for a good cause. So someone who can authentically and naturally pull people towards them for a good cause. And what I mean by that is a leader is someone that you trust. A leader is someone that you want to follow. A leader is someone that you believe can help you achieve something that you want to achieve. And when you think about that definition, nowhere in that definition does it say that a leader is loud and that a leader is extremely sociable and extroverted. Okay? And again, this is not an anti-extroverted program. That's not what this is. Most of my friends and family are extroverted, so it's not about that. Again, it's about really looking at ways that you can bring out that leader in yourself. And a lot of us have been trained as entrepreneurs and as leaders that in order to bring people into our business or our company, that we need to get them to buy. We need to sell them. We need to get them to sign that contract. That's our goal. And I don't know about you, but I can smell desperation a mile away. And it's not a good feeling when you meet someone and you can tell in an instant that they just want your credit card, they just want your money, they just want you to join them. It's really, it's a turnoff, really. And I don't want to be that kind of a leader, and I don't think that you do as well. And so there's a different way of introducing yourself to people that is much more authentic, much more meaningful, much more connecting, and I want to talk to you a bit about that today. When you are introducing yourself to someone, the most important thing is that you come from a place of service, that you communicate to this person the benefits of what you have to offer and how what you offer can be helpful. You're not there to sell them. They're going to decide whether this is something that they're interested in or not. That's not your job. Your job is to show them that you are here to serve. And it may sound deep, but ultimately we are all here for a mission. We are all here to really move humanity forward, and it's important that we discover what our personal mission is. And so there's a way that you can introduce yourself to others that demonstrates to them that you are interested in serving their needs and that you are interested in helping to solve problems. And if it speaks to them, great, and if it doesn't, that's fine. But you definitely don't want to come across as being pushy and salesy, because that's a real turnoff. And so one of the things that one of the qualities of introverts that's really attractive is our ability to listen and our ability to connect. We know ourselves on a very deep level, and a lot of us introverts are really great at listening. And these two qualities of really knowing ourselves deeply and having that ability to listen attentively is really attractive when we are meeting new people. We can use those skills in our interactions with others. So I'm going to give you an example of how you can introduce yourself in a way that communicates that you sincerely care about this person and that you're willing to support them and serve them. Always begin by saying your name. Our names are special. Always start with your name. Then what you want to do is you want to tell them what you do. You don't want to tell them your whole life story of how you got started and what went wrong and who got in your way. They don't need to hear that. What is it that you do? So if you've got a title, tell them your title. If you are a representative for a company, tell them that you're a representative for a company. Tell them who you are and what you do. The next thing you want to do is you want to share what the benefits are of what you provide. You don't need to get into the detail of the ingredients that are in the products, or all the steps that you take someone through to support them. Again, they don't need to know all of that. They just need to know the benefits of what it is that you provide. And if you want, you can even throw in a little bit about how what you do is different than what others do. Chances are they've heard of people like you before. They've heard of coaches. They've heard of skincare companies. They've heard of, companies that help you to lose weight. They've heard it all. But you want to let them know that what you have to offer is unique. And so I'm going to give you an example of how I introduce myself to people when I go to networking events. And you can kind of take that and plug in the pieces that would be appropriate for what you do. So if I met you at a networking event, as an example, I would say, my name is Melissa. I am a mindset coach for introverted entrepreneurs, and I support introverted entrepreneurs to release their fears, up-level their self-image, and become super attractive to their ideal clients and customers. And when this happens, my clients become much more confident. They actually have a much more positive mindset around themselves than introverted entrepreneurs, and they begin to attract that success into their business that they're really looking for. They do this in a way that always aligns with who they are and always feels good. And what makes me different is that I only support entrepreneurs who are introverted. And because I only support this particular group, it allows me to give them laser-focused strategies and support that is specific to what they need. And that is how I introduce myself to others. As you can tell, I've given lots of examples of how my work benefits and how I'm in it for my clients. And I'm not asking them to join a program. I'm not asking them to buy a product. I'm simply sharing with them how my work benefits the people that I am meant to work with and how I'm different than everyone else. That's what they're going to remember. And so I'd like you to make sure that what you have to say is going to be remembered as well. And the best way to do this is to really just be authentic. Be honest about who you are, what you do, who you benefit, how you benefit them, because that's what's going to stand out. And so what I'd like you to do today is I'd like you to really look at how you introduce yourself to others at events. Perhaps you've been trained to get a sale, get someone to sample or try out what you have to offer, host an event. Maybe these are things that you've been trained to do. And in my personal opinion, that's not the first step. The first step is to really develop that warm connection and really show that you're in a place of service. Getting someone to have a consultation with you, or to sample some products, or to host an event for you, or to purchase, that comes after you've established that relationship. That's not how you begin a relationship, by getting someone to buy from you instantly right away. And so coming from a place of service and showing how you can benefit others and you can help others solve problems that they're looking to solve, that creates that instant connection. That's what you want. So that's your homework for today, to really look at how you introduce yourself to others when you meet them for the first time, and begin to craft an introductory talk that really showcases your strengths and who you're here to serve and how you support them. And I would love to see what you have to share on Facebook. This is a great place to get that support, and maybe we can even help you tweak it a little bit so that it comes out super attractive. And that's it for today. I just want to remind you, because today is Friday, that there will not be a video over the weekend. We will start again on Monday. So that gives you a bit of time to catch up, maybe review your notes, and get ready for a new week. Have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on our Facebook group. Bye for now.